I'm gonna just say in terms of like from engagement to wedding, that's probably like 2 years, right? You date for a year. Let's say you get
But
engaged.
that means you accepted the proposal, but you accept
With
his
the
proposal
understanding.
based off of his potential.
I have to see his resume, what he has done thus far to get to where he's going. And I need to make sure that plan is in action. But you're not going to just sit here and feed me dreams and think I'm about to fall asleep and visualize. No. I need to see him in reality.
I don't think that a woman should be with any man that she don't believe in.
I think this. I don't know, but I think this all cap. Like,
No, I'm being honest.
All right.
I'm being completely honest. One, I'm not moving in with you. If I already have my own spot and you struggling, you're gonna struggle in your own spot because that's gonna show me what kind of man you are.
Fact.
Now, if you are able to pull yourself together within the time frame that we're getting, because I'm not looking at one thing. I'm not only looking at finances, because I also am aware that finances is not what's going to keep a marriage together. There are millionaires that still get married. Mm-hmm. So if I meet a mate that have all of the other qualities that I'm looking for, like he has great character, he, I could tell that he is good with children or what have you, I'm going to take that into consideration. So if the weak link in him, the baggage that he's bringing is that he doesn't necessarily know enough about money or making enough of money at this point, then my next question is I'm going to be looking for what is his plan? What is his plan to change his situation? Because if he can't change his situation, then he definitely can't change our situation.
So what's the expiration date on dating his potential? Because you already said you're not willing to sacrifice your quality of life. So how long does he have?
I would say realistically, when you're dating, it takes about 3-6 months, I guess, to kind of get a feel for the person. Mm-hmm. Then let's say you get engaged. So I would say at least 2 years.
Miss Taken's pulling away after 2 years.
Yeah,
Tam, what's your
I'm done. Mm-hmm.
2 years?
I would say 2, because you figure within 3 to 6 months, that's when you're getting to know each other. Then let's say I'm gonna just say in terms of like from engagement to wedding, that's probably like 2 years, right? You date for a year. Let's say you get engaged.
But that means you accepted the proposal, but you accept
with
his proposal based off of his potential.
With the understanding that, okay, if we're just having a discussion about his finances, and this is the area that we're working on, we're coming up with a plan, because like you said, like we were saying earlier, he may not know about certain things, but if he's making enough money and just not managing his money, then that's a discussion we can have. He come up with his plan, and I'm gonna be able to see, does he follow through on his word? And if at that point he's not making any progress within that time, then I'm not going to waste any more time.
So why do you accept the proposal? Why accept someone's proposal while they're going to be on the chopping block?
I was using that as a timeline, not necessarily accepting the proposal, because for me, it would be, I'll accept once we have these things in order. It is I guess what you would say, a conditional proposal. You know how dudes be giving, here's a promise ring.
Brothers, it's not safe. It's not safe out here. Tam, what's your
condition under which I will be, will accept your proposal?
I answered already. Y'all was jumping down my throat when I answered.
I ain't shoving, Tam. Tam, I ain't shoving down your throat. There was no judgment from here. No judgment from here. What about you, Shantae?
It's actually Shantae, but it's okay.
Shantae, I'm sorry.
If I must be honest,
yeah.
I do believe so. It depends on the guy and his plan. I've used this example before. I've dated a guy who was, his plan was he was a scientist, and we know scientists don't make that much money. And he wanted to find a cure for cancer because I believed in his plan so much. And to me, it was for all mankind because I wanted him to find a cure. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I don't mind, busting my butt to help him. So in something like that, where I believe in the plan, I don't mind because there's a bigger picture. Now that's rare.
He was in his purpose, though. That's different.
You said what?
He was in his purpose. That's a little different.
Exactly. Yes. And it was so attractive,
No matter what, typically, though.
Yes. I love a little brainiac there. But anyway, so that was just a different, and this really happened. So that's a different situation. So I would definitely not even think about the funds in that, because the purpose is so much bigger than financial. Okay. However, most people aren't trying to find a cure for cancer. So if there's a guy,
that's what we're getting to, Tam. That's what we're getting.
If there is a guy, and I really believe in his plan, I'm not talking about 30, 40,000. I mean, unless he had to take a step back to move forward. I have to see his resume, what he has done thus far to get to where he's going. And I need to make sure that plan is in action. But you're not going to just sit here and feed me dreams and think I'm about to fall asleep and visualize. No. I need to see him in reality. So that's the only way that's going to work. Other than that, I'm too old for that shit. I did that in my 20s.
I don't think that a woman should be with any man that she don't believe in. If you don't believe, if you don't believe in him,
I agree.
You shouldn't be with him. And first of all, you shouldn't be with any man that don't know his purpose.
Facts.
I think this. I don't know, but I think this all cap. Like,
what you think?
What's cap, Ken? You thought what I said was cap?
No, I'm saying like a man's purpose and all this kind of stuff.
Well, so you didn't think that
look, I'm gonna say that's
to find a cure for cancer was he was an oncologist. Like
eventually he got cut though, Shantae.
That's
no, it didn't work like that. We were just not. But listen. Let me just tell you this. That was just sexy to me. I mean, the man was a brainiac. He was an oncologist. He was one of the only doctors in the United States who can do all 3 processes of breast cancer.
Well, how was he low income?
Well, he wanted to stop that. The reason why he went into that was because they don't pay scientists a lot. So he kind of did that because of the pay, but he wanted to go back to the science, being a scientist.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my gosh.
Okay. So
I'm okay with that.
Why is it cap?
The reason I was saying
that's cap.
No. The reason I was saying because she added more context. But the reason I was saying it was cap is that we talk about men being in their purpose. Cool, that's legitimate. It's very poetic and it sounds very nice. But at the end of the day, if the purpose is not leading and providing for your family, that shit don't matter.
I agree. I think
bottom line, like you could your purpose could be whatever it wants to be. But as a man, when we talking about providing for a family, that shit don't matter, bro.
I think that I agree with you, Ken, that you got to take care of home. All right. Like you can't worry about outside and you're not taking care of home. I 100% agree with that. But a man that's on a mission, right? The minister, I'm in the Nation of Islam. So the minister always teaches us that find a woman, right, that's in love with the mission just as much as you are. Because when a man is focused on a mission, and we're not talking about you so focused on your mission, you're not taking care of home. Because you have to provide for your family. But when a man is on a mission and a woman is not in love with the mission just as much as you, she don't even have a prayer to deter you off your mission, because she's going to be jealous that you always out there focusing on the mission. You can take care of home as much as you want. You can provide for her. You can even be emotionally supportive to her. Like, women like to say men just don't worry about the finance. You got to be emotionally supportive there. You can do that part as well. But she will always be jealous that you always out there doing. Like our goal is to deliver the 30 to 60 million to the Lamb of God. That's my purpose. That's my sole purpose. And I need a woman that's about that, in love with the mission just as much as me. Because if not, I'm gonna always have problems. Why you always got to do this? Why you always? It's always why I gotta always do something X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? We don't need that, and a lot of times it breeds the breakup. So I do, and a woman is attracted to a man that, as she said, he had a purpose. His mission was to find a cure. That turns women on when you focus on a mission. That, believe it or not, and I think that we lose our women the minute that we change our focus directly, focus only on them. They like, damn, you got too much time on your hands. Like,
and not only that, yeah, like, I'm sorry, I mean, if you're saying that, like, aside from the family and providing for your family, like, men that are focused on that tend to be focused on getting on a mission, on a goal, on getting things done. And to what Rashawn, right? I say it right. Yeah, to what Rashawn was saying, like, yeah, if a woman's not like passionate about her man's mission, it seems like another idol. Like he's he's not giving her the attention that she needs. You know what I mean? It becomes like, in Jamaica we would call it like a matey, like a side chick, like, you know what I mean? Something else that you're taking your time away from me to go focus on that we don't both value. So now there's resentment, there's bitterness, there's lack of support. She's not praying for him to do better. She's not helping him she's not contributing to that whole thing. He comes home and the home is uneasy, so he can't necessarily show up in his best to go back and go do what he needs to do to bring back money to the house. And it's like a ripple effect.